travel like LeBron. I'm a traveler.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Now the first carry for King Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Packers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 39 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but man, these guys came to play.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Davis. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And the whistle is down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
He'll drop to throw. That caught by Davis. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They hand it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A play fake, now dart. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. He's inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Folks' extra point is good. And the Packers extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Corey Horton now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. Dart going to keep this on the zone read. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback. And they're able to force that carry for no gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Escaping to his left. That is hard. And he'll take this one in. Sorry, Horton. Touchdown, Packers. Folks, extra point is good. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. It's a gain of 49. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's into the end zone. What a response. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. That's Goddard in motion. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go play action here with Dart. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Packers.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case,
and he'll take it on in. Alec Pierce, touchdown, Green Bay. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 13. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job.
And he's in! DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Tampa. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will cut the deficit down to 4.
Buccaneers 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. From the 29, here's second and 7. A give right up the middle to Henry. The tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down. To throw is Dart. Now a screen set up for Henry. Now he's free at the 35. And they will finally run him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Third and short. Here's Dart. This one brought in by Brown. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. On the option, they give it to Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. On the play fake, here's Dart. That is caught at the 3. Looking for the the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Dart going to hold on to it himself, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here comes Dart, and he's in. Corey Horton, touchdown Packers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Davis. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
He's trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. This one complete to Watkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A huge play on 4th down and even 30 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. third down. They'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Buccaneers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score. Packers 35. Buccaneers 31.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter.
Being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your work.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. The ball comes out. The Packers have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. Quickly on the RPO. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Oh, yeah. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. Back to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
That one taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Green Bay. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Fourth out left. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing now on third and long. That's caught by Gibbs. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is caught, but they say out of bounds. Out of bounds. Throw took them beyond the sideline. And they're going to turn the ball over on downs. They'll run. It's Henry. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. A play fake. Now Dart. He'll let this go for Goddard. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goddard, that time. And it'll be third down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he will have a Packers first down. I do believe he's going to get it by about a yard on third and 3. That's Goddard in motion. On first and 10, here is Dart. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Packers. Now, Folk on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Gray gonna return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Back into the hands of Watkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's complete to Metcalf. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. He'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Buccaneers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's caught! So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On the play fake, here's Dart. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This is Henry, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On the give, here's Henry. Finds room inside the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Packers. That's Goddard in motion. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cam Scanaboo. Touchdown, Green Bay. Folks' extra point is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He's got room at the 30, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Back to the air one more time. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will score! Game on! Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Tampa. This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him,